Hello and welcome, dear friends. We're so glad you've joined us here at Healthy Aging Bites, your trusted space for learning how to live stronger, sharper, and more energized after 60. No matter your age, we believe it's never too late to take control of your health, and it starts with simple, smart, choice-owned meal at a time. Here, we don't see aging as a finish line. We see it as a brand new chapter. A chapter where you take charge, nourish your body intentionally, and thrive, not just survive. And today, we have something truly eye-opening to share with you. Something that may surprise many of you, maybe even shock you. Did you know there are 3 common vegetables, yes, veggies most people think are healthy, that might actually be silently damaging your health after age 60? Hard to believe, isn't it? We've all grown up with the same message. Eat your veggies. They're good for you. And for the most part, that's true. But here's the part most people don't realize: not every vegetable is equally beneficial as we age. In fact, some veggies can actually trigger inflammation, disrupt digestion, and even impair memory, balance, and muscle coordination, especially when eaten regularly after 60. So those lingering aches and pains you've chalked up to just getting older? That brain fog that creeps in by late morning? That nagging fatigue that never quite goes away? It might not just be aging, it might be what's on your plate. The good news? You have the power to change that. In today's video, you're going to discover the 3 vegetables that may be harming your body in ways you didn't expect, backed by the latest science from world-class research institutions. And even better, the 3 powerhouse vegetables you should eat instead: foods that can sharpen your memory, support your joints, boost your heart health, and help you feel more youthful and vibrant with each passing day. But before we dive in, can I ask you for one small favor? If this kind of content matters to you, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Healthy Aging Bites. Your support, just one click, makes a huge difference. It helps us continue to create reliable, science-backed videos to support healthy living for seniors across the country. Now, let me speak to you not just as a host, but as a doctor who spent over 2 decades in the fields of nutrition and geriatric health. I've seen firsthand what happens when people choose knowledge over fear and prevention over medication. Because here's the truth: good health doesn't come from being young. It comes from being informed. When you understand your body, you make better choices. And those choices, they add up every day, every meal, every bite. So by the end of this video, my promise to you is this: you won't just know what to eat, you'll understand why it matters and how to tailor your diet to support your body's needs in this incredible stage of life. So, what are we waiting for? Let's begin with the very first vegetable one you probably have in your kitchen right now that might just be the reason behind those stubborn joint pains, aching knees, and unexplained fatigue you've been dealing with for years. 1. Eggplant, the hidden inflammatory culprit. After 60. Let's talk about eggplant, a staple in so many delicious dishes. Whether it's grilled with olive oil, baked in a hearty casserole, or layered in a comforting eggplant parmesan, it's a favorite in many kitchens across America. But what if I told you that this beloved vegetable could be quietly making joint pain, muscle stiffness, and fatigue worse for people over 60? Here's the deal. Eggplant belongs to a group of plants called nightshades, which also includes tomatoes, bell peppers, and white potatoes. These plants naturally produce a compound called solanine, a chemical that helps protect them from insects and disease. In small amounts, solanine isn't a problem for most people, but for older adults with increased sensitivity or those already dealing with arthritis, inflammation, or chronic pain, solanine can act like fuel on a fire. Recent research from respected institutions like La Paz University Hospital in Madrid found that nearly 38% of patients with arthritis experienced worse symptoms within just a few days of eating nightshade vegetables, like eggplant. That includes more joint swelling, stiffness in the morning, and muscle aches that didn't respond well to medication or stretching. It's important to understand that aging naturally decreases our body's ability to manage inflammation. So even a mild dietary trigger, something that wouldn't have affected you in your 40s or 50s, can become a real problem after 60. You might be wondering, is this just theory, or do people actually feel the difference? Let me share the story of Nancy H., a 70-year-old retired librarian from Pennsylvania. Nancy loved cooking Mediterranean dishes, and eggplant was always on her menu. But she also suffered from chronic knee pain, tightness in her hands, and constant fatigue. Physical therapy helped a bit, but her pain always returned. On a suggestion from her nutritionist, she eliminated eggplant and other nightshades from her diet for just 2 weeks. What happened next blew her away. The stiffness in my fingers almost disappeared. I woke up without that aching in my knees for the first time in years. I didn't want to believe a vegetable could make that big a difference, but it did. This doesn't mean everyone over 60 has to ban eggplant forever. But if you struggle with arthritis or joint inflammation, feel fatigue or muscle pain after meals, notice stiffness in the morning, or reduced flexibility, then it may be worth doing your own 2-week trial. Cut out eggplant and other nightshades, and track how your body responds. You might discover that your pain wasn't just aging after all. Now, the good news. There are plenty of satisfying alternatives to eggplant that don't trigger inflammation. Try incorporating zucchini, soft, versatile, and great in sautés and bakes. Butternut squash, sweet, hearty, and full of anti-inflammatory nutrients. Sweet potatoes, packed with fiber, potassium, and low on the inflammation scale. And if you really love eggplant and don't want to give it up entirely, there's a compromise. Prepare it differently. Try salting and draining eggplant before cooking, or grilling it well, which may help reduce solanine content. But always listen to your body. If the aches return, you'll know why. Remember, eating healthy after 60 isn't just about choosing good foods. It's about choosing the right foods for your stage of life. And eggplant, while tasty, may no longer serve your health the way it used to. OP2. Green bell peppers, the digestive disruptor you didn't see coming. Next up is a vegetable that's colorful, crunchy, and found in everything from fajitas to garden salads. Green bell peppers. They look fresh, taste vibrant, and seem like the perfect healthy addition to your plate. But for people over 60, green bell peppers might be doing more harm than good, especially to your digestive system. The issue lies in something most people have never even heard of: lectins. Lectins are natural proteins found in many plants, especially nightshades like green peppers, tomatoes, and yes, eggplant again. In some people, particularly those over 60 with more sensitive guts, lectins can irritate the lining of the intestines, disrupt digestion, and interfere with nutrient absorption. Let's unpack that a bit. As we age, the gut lining becomes more vulnerable. The tight junctions between our intestinal cells, the barrier that keeps bad stuff out and good stuff in, can weaken. When you eat foods high in lectins, like raw or lightly cooked green bell peppers, these lectins may poke holes in that protective wall, leading to a condition often referred to as leaky gut. What does this mean for you? It means more bloating, cramping, discomfort, and fatigue after meals. And worse, it can set off chronic inflammation in the body, contributing to muscle cramps, numbness or tingling in the legs or feet, trouble with balance and walking, brain fog, and irritability. In fact, a large-scale study from the University of Navarra in Spain showed that 40% of older adults who consumed high-lectin vegetables like green bell peppers reported digestive distress and nutrient deficiencies over time. Another study from the Autonomous University of Madrid linked diets high in lectins to reduced blood flow in the legs and feet, which can result in slow reflexes, poor balance, and a higher risk of falling. Let me tell you about Ronald S., 72, a retired truck driver from Arizona. He loved making pepper and sausage sandwiches, always choosing green bell peppers because they were cheaper. But over the years, he started noticing stomach bloating after lunch, fatigue in the afternoons, and odd muscle cramps in his calves at night. His doctor couldn't find anything wrong. It wasn't until Ronald tried replacing green peppers with red and yellow ones after watching a similar video that he noticed the difference. Within a week, I felt like a new man. I wasn't gassy. I wasn't tired after lunch. I didn't cramp up at night. Who would have thought it was the peppers? So, what's the fix? You don't need to give up bell peppers entirely. The solution may be as simple as switching colors. Red, yellow, and orange bell peppers are much lower in lectins than their green counterparts. They're also richer in vitamin C and antioxidants that support immune health and reduce inflammation, making them the better choice for aging bodies. Also, cooking your peppers well by roasting, sautéing, or baking helps break down lectins and makes them easier on your gut. Avoid eating green peppers raw in salads if you've been experiencing digestive discomfort. If you've been blaming just aging for bloating, sluggishness, or a sudden lack of balance, it might be time to look at your salad bowl instead. That green bell pepper might not be as innocent as it seems. Remember, just because a vegetable is natural doesn't mean it's automatically good for everyone at every age. Your body after 60 is different, and your food choices should reflect that. 3. White potatoes. The blood sugar roller coaster you don't need after 60. Now, let's talk about one of the most classic comfort foods in America: white potatoes. Mashed, baked, roasted, fried, or turned into creamy potatoes, salad white potatoes are everywhere. They're warm, familiar, and they pair with just about everything. But here's what many people don't realize. For people over 60, white potatoes may quietly sabotage your energy, mobility, and even your independence. The main problem? Their incredibly high glycemic index. The glycemic index, or GI, is a measure of how quickly a food raises your blood sugar, and white potato, especially when mashed or fried, have one of the highest GIs of any vegetable. That means eating them causes a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that can leave you feeling drained, achy, foggy, or moody. Over time, this constant blood sugar roller coaster can do real damage, especially in older adults. It increases inflammation, stresses your insulin system, and overworks small blood vessels that feed your nerves and muscles. That's why so many people over 60 who regularly eat white potatoes report fatigue after meals, numbness or tingling in the legs and feet, nighttime leg cramps, difficulty walking or maintaining balance. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that adults who frequently consumed high GI foods like white potatoes had significantly higher levels of chronic inflammation and a greater risk of mobility decline. And when you think about it, this all makes sense. After 60, your metabolism slows down. Your body isn't as efficient at handling blood sugar surges. That means those warm, buttery mashed potatoes may be doing more harm than good, especially if they're paired with fatty gravies, cheese, or cream. Let me share the story of Diane M., a 69-year-old grandmother from Ohio. Diane always thought she ate pretty healthy home-cooked meals, plenty of veggies, and not much fast food. But she had white potatoes in some form every single day. And yet, she kept struggling with sore feet, tingling at night, and legs that felt heavy and hard to move. Her doctor tested her for diabetes negative. Her blood pressure was under control. So what was going on? It wasn't until her daughter, a physical therapist, suggested changing her carbohydrate sources that things started to shift. Diane swapped her daily white potatoes for roasted sweet potatoes, cauliflower mash, or butternut squash. Within 3 weeks, she said, "I didn't need my afternoon nap anymore. The tingling in my feet eased up. I didn't know food could change that much." Now, here's the thing. You don't have to say goodbye to potatoes forever, but you do need to be smart about how often you eat them and how they're prepared. Try these simple swaps. Replace mashed white potatoes with mashed cauliflower or sweet potato mash. Instead of fries, try oven-roasted carrots or turnip sticks. Instead of white potato hash, try a zucchini and sweet potato sauté. And when you do have white potatoes, skip the butter and sour cream. Bake or steam them, leave the skins on for fiber, and pair them with plenty of greens and a healthy fat like avocado or olive oil to slow down sugar absorption. Most importantly, pay attention to your body. If you notice low energy after meals, tingly feet or hands, cramps or poor circulation in your legs, take a break from white potatoes for 10-14 days and notice the difference. You might be surprised at how fast your body responds when you lighten the glycemic load. At this stage in life, food should energize you, not drain you. And while white potatoes might feel comforting in the moment, they could be quietly making you feel older than you are. So if there's one change you make this week, let it be this. Swap the spuds for something that truly supports your health and mobility. Your body and your future will thank you. The best vegetables for over 60, the golden 3 that can boost brain, balance, and vitality. Now that we've covered the vegetables that might be working against your health, let's shift gears and talk about the real stars of the show, the vegetables that can truly support your body after 60 and help you feel stronger, sharper, and more balanced every single day. The truth is, the right vegetables can do more than just fill your plate. They can boost your immune system, improve memory and cognitive clarity, strengthen bones and joints, support digestion, keep your heart and circulation in top shape. So, what are the top 3 vegetables that deserve a spot in your daily routine, especially as you age? Let's start with the king of anti-aging veggies, broccoli. 1. Broccoli, nature's protective shield for your body and mind. Broccoli might seem ordinary, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most powerful anti-aging vegetables you can eat. It contains a remarkable compound called sulforaphane, a natural plant chemical that acts like an internal bodyguard. Sulforaphane fights inflammation, removes toxins from your system, and protects your cells from free radical damage, the kind of damage that leads to aging, cognitive decline, and even disease. In studies published in journals like the Journal of Gerontology, sulforaphane was shown to reduce inflammation markers and improve brain function, especially in older adults. That means broccoli doesn't just help your body, it helps keep your mind sharp too. But there's more. Broccoli is rich in vitamin K, calcium, and magnesium, 3 nutrients that are essential for bone health and preventing fractures as you age. Add to that its immune-boosting vitamin C, and you've got a vegetable that helps keep you strong, stable, and resilient, inside and out. The best part? You don't need to eat a ton to benefit. Just 1 cup of lightly steamed broccoli a day can make a noticeable difference over time. Tip: steam broccoli for 3-5 minutes to preserve its nutrients and sulforaphane. Then drizzle with extra virgin olive oil, sprinkle a little garlic, and top with sesame seeds for a delicious anti-inflammatory boost. 2. Spinach, your natural energy and mental clarity booster. If broccoli is the body shield, then spinach is the body's spark plug, igniting energy, mental sharpness, and muscle performance, especially when you need it most. After 60, it's common to feel tired even after a good night's sleep, or mentally sluggish by early afternoon. But that doesn't have to be your new normal. Spinach may be one of the simplest and most powerful ways to reclaim your stamina and sharpen your mind. What makes spinach so special? It's packed with natural dietary nitrates compounds that convert into nitric oxide once inside your body. Nitric oxide is a molecule that helps dilate blood vessels, allowing better blood flow, oxygen delivery, and nutrient circulation throughout your system. This means more energy to your muscles and more oxygen to your brain, 2 areas that often suffer silently as we age. In a landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging, older adults who consumed nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach showed improved muscle performance, faster walking speed, better stamina, and even enhanced memory recall. But spinach isn't done impressing just yet. It's also incredibly high in lutein and folate, 2 powerhouse nutrients for brain and eye health. Lutein accumulates in the retina and the brain, where it protects against cognitive decline and supports long-term memory. Folate, on the other hand, helps produce neurotransmitters that keep your mood and thinking clear and prevent mental fatigue. In fact, research out of Harvard University found that adults who regularly eat leafy greens like spinach had up to 35% lower risk of cognitive decline as they aged. That's a significant difference, and it starts with something as simple as what's on your fork. Let me share a real-life example. Robert H., 68, a retired firefighter from Oregon, used to rely on coffee all afternoon just to stay awake. But even with caffeine, he often felt mentally foggy. When he added a spinach smoothie to his breakfast every morning, he noticed a shift within 10 days. "I felt alert before noon, no brain fog, and I had enough energy to get through the whole day without crashing. I didn't expect a handful of greens to make that kind of difference, but it really did." How to enjoy spinach without losing nutrients. Lightly sauté in olive oil with garlic for a warm, tasty side. Add raw spinach to salads for a refreshing crunch. Blend it into fruit smoothies. The taste disappears, but the benefits stay. Spinach is easy to digest, low in calories, and gentle on aging stomachs. It's the kind of vegetable that quietly goes to work behind the scenes, helping your body do what it's designed to do: thrive. And now, let's talk about the third vegetable in our powerful trio, a humble root that's been helping protect eyesight and body coordination for decades: the carrot. 3. Carrots, the unsung hero for vision, balance, and mobility. You've probably heard that carrots are good for your eyes, but what you may not know is that this bright orange root veggie does far more than just sharpen your vision. For people over 60, carrots are a secret weapon for maintaining independence, supporting everything from reflexes and balance to muscle coordination and nerve health. Let's start with their most famous benefit: eye health. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a plant compound your body converts into vitamin A, an essential nutrient for maintaining strong, sharp eyesight as you age. Vitamin A helps protect the retina and prevent night blindness, which is especially common in seniors and can increase the risk of falls or accidents in low light. In fact, a study published in the Spanish Journal of Public Health found that regular carrot consumption was linked to a 40% reduction in the risk of macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. But carrots go even further. They also support neuromuscular coordination, which is a fancy way of saying they help you stay balanced, stable, and confident on your feet. Thanks to their antioxidants and natural anti-inflammatory properties, carrots promote faster reflexes, better reaction times, reduced muscle stiffness and cramping. And that means fewer stumbles, less wobbling when you stand up, and a stronger, steadier gait overall. Let's look at Joanne L., 73, a retired dance instructor in North Carolina. After a minor fall in her kitchen, she became fearful of walking without support, even just moving around her own home. Her son encouraged her to add more foods for nerve, health, and coordination, including carrots. She began eating them daily raw in the afternoon, steamed at dinner. Within 3 weeks, she felt more confident standing up, said her legs felt lighter, and she even resumed her morning walk around the block. "I still walk carefully, but I feel more stable, like my legs are working with me, not against me." And there's more good news. Carrots are excellent for blood sugar control, which is vital for people managing diabetes or pre-diabetic conditions. With a low glycemic index, they digest slowly and help prevent blood sugar spikes, all while supporting gut health with natural fiber. Simple ways to enjoy carrots daily: raw with hummus or Greek yogurt dip, lightly steamed and tossed with olive oil, herbs, and lemon, roasted with rosemary and garlic, blended into smoothies or soups for added sweetness and nutrition. You don't need to eat a bag a day. Just 1 to 2 medium carrots daily can provide noticeable benefits in as little as 10-14 days. The best part? Carrots are affordable, widely available, and easy to prepare. They store well in the fridge, travel easily as a snack, and taste great whether cooked or raw. They may be simple, but they're powerful, and after 60, simplicity with purpose is exactly what your body needs. Now that we've covered the 3 vegetables to avoid and the 3 to embrace, how to apply this knowledge to your daily routine, a step-by-step guide for life after 60. So, now you know the truth. Some vegetables you thought were healthy might be slowing you down. Others, like broccoli, spinach, and carrots, could be your secret weapons for staying sharp, steady, and energized as you age. But here's the big question. How do you actually start making these changes without feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry, you don't need to flip your diet upside down or memorize a long list of rules. What you need is a simple plan, one that fits naturally into your daily life. Let's walk through it together. Step 1. Make one small swap this week. Change doesn't happen all at once, and it doesn't need to. Start by picking just one thing to swap. Replace white potatoes with roasted sweet potatoes or cauliflower mash. Trade green bell peppers for red or yellow peppers, especially in salads or stir-fries. Skip the eggplant this week and try zucchini or butternut squash in your favorite recipes. Focus on progress, not perfection. A small, consistent change beats a dramatic change you can't sustain. Step 2. Add one power veggie a day. Add one of the golden 3 to a different meal each day. Broccoli with lunch, lightly steamed and drizzled with olive oil. Spinach in a smoothie, or sautéed with garlic at dinner. Carrots as a snack, raw, roasted, or tossed into soups. Don't overthink it. Your body doesn't need complicated recipes. It just needs real food, consistently. Step 3. Track how you feel. Keep a small food and symptom journal for the next 14 days. Write down what you ate, how you felt, energy, digestion, joint comfort, sleep, any noticeable changes, positive or negative. This isn't about dieting. It's about learning how your body reacts to what you eat. And after 60, being in tune with your body is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. Step 4. Be patient, but pay attention. Your body is incredibly responsive even after decades of eating a certain way. Most people start noticing less joint stiffness, better energy, sharper focus, easier digestion, within just 1 to 3 weeks of changing their food choices. You don't need to count calories, go keto, or give up every comfort food. You just need to choose better vegetables more often and reduce the ones that work against your goals. Bonus tip: make it easy, make it enjoyable. Keep your fridge stocked with pre-washed greens, chopped carrots, or frozen broccoli florets. Use dips like hummus or healthy dressings to make veggies more appealing. Find one new recipe per week that you enjoy, nothing fancy, just something you'll look forward to. Health isn't about restriction. It's about building a plate that supports the life you want to live. Closing message: your health is in your hands. If you've made it to this point in the video, take a moment to really acknowledge yourself, because what you've just done isn't small. You've invested time, attention, and care into learning how to nourish your body better. That matters. That's powerful. Let's face it, most people accept fatigue, joint pain, brain fog, and declining mobility as just part of aging. But not you. You've just learned that some of those symptoms may not be aging at all, but the result of food choices that no longer serve your body in this new season of life. The better news? You now know what to do instead. You know which 3 vegetables may be triggering inflammation, digestive distress, or blood sugar crashes. And you've met 3 power-packed vegetables that can sharpen your mind, energize your body, protect your bones, and help you feel more like you again, the vibrant, active, and independent you. And all of this, it doesn't require expensive supplements or dramatic diets. It just requires attention, awareness, and a willingness to shift one bite at a time. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Maybe today you add carrots to your lunch. Maybe tomorrow you skip the eggplant. Maybe this weekend you write down how your body felt after a meal. And from there, you'll build momentum. You'll feel stronger, more in control, more like yourself. Because here's the truth I've seen in decades of medical practice. It's never too late to feel better. It's never too late to change your future, one meal at a time. So if this video helped you, if you learned something new, felt inspired, or thought of someone who might benefit, I have one simple request. ATAG, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel, Healthy Aging Bites. Your support helps us reach more people over 60 who deserve trustworthy, science-backed, and hopeful content about food and aging well. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What change are you going to make first? What veggie do you love that makes you feel good? Or what topic would you like us to cover in a future video? You are not alone on this journey. There is a growing community of vibrant, empowered older adults just like you, and we're so grateful to be part of your healthy aging path. Until next time, stay well, stay curious, and remember, you are not too old to feel amazing. You're just getting started. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Healthy Aging Bites.